Good morning. It's now June 30th. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and I'm still at the church where they're having 48 hop. Like I imagined, it was really awesome just being able to sleep and be shut in where the worship and the prayer was going on. I did sleep, a little bit. And every time I woke up, I saw people, dancing. I saw people standing with their hands raised. I heard, the piano. I heard the worship music. I heard singing. And I was automatically just taken back into the presence of God. It was like I never left. I would wake up and I would start reading my Bible, or I would start journaling, or I would just sit and meditate and sing as well. And it was really awesome. I do apologize about the way that I look. However, because I know I probably look pretty darn rough right now. I literally just woke up for, the day, for the morning. I'm going to go back inside in a little bit, but I just wanted to share something that someone shared with me, and one of the reasons why we have really just been soaking this experience in, and why we've really been just so excited every time another video is made. It's because I just keep getting more and more. God is just feeding me more, and He's just loving on me so much throughout this week. Every day, not a day has gone by that God hasn't told me or shown me personally, that I'm His daughter and that He loves me, and just giving me another piece of the puzzle, and just spoken to me. So last night when I got here, maybe about 20 minutes after we gotten here, I was just sitting, wasn't doing anything special. I was sitting in the back of the room, with my eyes closed and just kind of meditating and rocking back and forth, listening to the music. And a young girl, she looked like she was 15, 16 years old, wasn't, a young teenage girl, came over. And I thought she was just trying to sit on the same row with me. She tapped me on the shoulder and asked to scoot in. So I scooted in and let her sit down, and then she showed me this picture. So I'll show you the picture and just kind of tell you what she told me when she showed me the picture. So this is a picture that she drew. She said that God told her to draw it, and He told her that it was for me. Mind you, I don't know her, never seen her. I'm not sure if she's here for the School of Worship or if she just decided to come to 48 Hop, because 48 Hop is open to, everyone in the city, everyone in Bethel Church. It's not just for our school. So she came up to me and she showed me this picture, and she said, God told me this is for you. He had me draw this for you. And He said that He has a place for you in His heart. And so if you see, this is a picture of a heart, and there's a little person on the inside, and that's, supposed to be me. And everything, all of the words that she wrote was what she said God was saying to her, for me to know specifically. You have never been forgotten. He is always with you, always protecting you. Have no fear, your Father is here. He says to you how I love you. You are so precious to me. Here inside my heart, you will always be. And, I was just blown away, by God once again, just showing me how much He loves me and showing me that He does hear my prayers. I'll be a little transparent. A few weeks before I come to Bethel, I gotten frustrated with God. I thought He wasn't speaking to me. I felt like I was praying to Him all the time and just saying, God, I want to hear your voice. God, I want to be close to you. God, I love you. Show up in my life. Show up in my life. And I got nothing. It was silence. He would give me words for other people. When I prayed for someone else, there would always be some sort of like encouraging word that God would give me for them that they would receive. But I would just be kind of like, God, what about me? What don't you have for me? Why don't you have anything for me? What am I doing wrong? I would pray and ask God, reveal to me, do I have impure motives? Is there something in my life that I've done wrong? Have I not forgiven someone? Like, why can't I find you? Well, why are you so distant? And through it all, I would be reminded not to give up. And I would just keep praying. And I would always end up with, God, I want to be near you. I know that you love me. I know that I'm yours. And, I would have to build my own faith up because I knew that it was the enemy trying to discourage me, trying to bring me down, causing me to not want to pray, telling me that God doesn't hear me anyway. So for her to tell me this and to say, you have never been forgotten. He is always with you. I know that it was a word from God, and I know that it was him, just reassuring me that he is near. Another thing that I wanted to draw your attention to was that this heart looks like, to me at least, it looks like it has a little keyhole in the middle. Like what I'm standing in, to me, looks like a keyhole. She doesn't write anything about keys as far as the words go. But earlier yesterday, during our worship main session, there was a point where the worship leader told us just to tap on someone around us or love on someone around us and just begin praying for them and just begin praying with them, whether it be in the spirit or whether it be something that the Lord gave you. So I was next to a lady and I, put my arm around her and we started praying for one another. And as we're praying for one another, she keeps telling me, I see you with keys. God has given you keys. I just keep seeing keys. God has given you keys. And so, that's it. She just saw me with keys. So when I went back and sat down, I wrote in my journal and I just wrote down keys. And I put exclamation marks around it. I highlighted it. I underlined it. And I just wrote down keys because I'm noticing that God is, he is giving you little clues. And I figured if she's just saying these keys, it's going to mean something I don't want to forget. And so I wrote down the word keys. So when I got this picture and it looked like I was standing in the middle of a keyhole, I felt the Lord saying, the keys that you gave me, that I gave you, are the keys to my heart. I am always holding the keys to God's heart. He has given them to me. And so it all makes sense that, I have a place in his heart. He has a special place for me in his heart, that he is always with me, and that there inside his heart I will always be. It's just so good to know that I always have access to him whenever I want it, regardless of what the enemy says. God is letting me know that, hey, I've planted you. I love you, and you always have access to me. So that's been my experience, I guess, yesterday and this morning, with 48 Hop. I did pray to God for, visions or dreams, while I was there. I didn't have any, but I'm still believing. I just know that God is really, really loving on me while I'm here. And he's not really giving me too much to prophesy or to pray for someone else here. Like, he's not really showing me anything for anyone else. And, I was disappointed a little bit, but I feel like God is telling me this time is for you. You pour so much of yourself out to others, when I'm back at home, when I'm back in Atlanta. You do so much and you strive and you do so much for others. This time is for you. And I just feel like that's what God is. He wants me to just rest in him and rest in his love and just accept, everything that he's pouring into me. So I'm accepting it. So I'm going to go back in for a few minutes and probably head home and get cleaned up in a little bit. So I will sign off now. The Diary of Kristina Smith. Bethel edition. You think you know, but you have no idea. Deuces.